Hi guys, how have you been? Hope you're doing well and hope the new month is taking you lightly and good. Thank you for watching and coming to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, hit the notification. Anytime a new video pops up, you are notified. So today I want to talk about something health related, but something very serious that our community, especially our young people, have taken for granted. They're still taking it for granted, like it is normal to them. As yesterday, I was watching someone talking about the youth and the HIV rates currently in our country, and that is what I want to talk about. In my line of work, we deal with young people mainly. Yes, young people, sexual and reproductive health in general. But today I felt like talking about HIV in particular. When you go down and have a chat with the young people, if you're not aware of this, please get to know. Most people normally mention this point, and they always say they're not afraid of pregnancy. They're not afraid of HIV, but they're afraid of pregnancy. Like, it is okay for someone to get HIV, but being pregnant, it is something weird for very many girls, especially. And that brings us a question, brings us to a particular point. Where does that leave the HIV rates in our country? I don't know how it is in other countries. Talk about other African countries or even out of Africa. I do not know, but yeah, I'm trying to dig up and I'm doing my research, kind of. But this is one of the things that I've come to know. Young people don't like using condoms. And yeah, they will tell you their reasons. When you sit with them, you get to know a lot of things. One of them, they tell you they don't like condoms. How can a normal person eat a sweet when it is still wrapped up? So it has to be open for them to enjoy. Those are some of the reasons they give, And then people, just like we normally talk about it, people get into intercourse for very many reasons. Yes, pleasure could be one of them, but others are looking at it as a way of getting money for very many things, school fees, to sustain their lifestyle. It depends. There are very many. But that always brings a question. Do you really care about your safety? Every other time people talk about condoms, it is something that we do talk about, and it is something that people sensitize about. But I remember when we were still young, everywhere in our schools, for us when we were still young, talk about primary, because I remember even in primary we used to have a song that was specifically on HIV, so that people are aware, they are well sensitized, what is going on in the country. Like, people used to fear HIV, but it is so painful that people these days don't even want to know. Even those who know, they don't really care. They don't even want to help out the young people. What is happening? What is happening? I don't know on your side. What are you doing? You as the person who is advocating, or you as the person who is helping out the young people. One of the challenges we have, and I think this goes back to our, let me just say our health department, so whatever. One of the challenges we have is we entrust different kinds of people to do sensitization, to create awareness, and maybe some of them are doing it. I don't know. Maybe they are. Because for us, we are doing it. And then you reach the ground and people are giving you, they're literally telling you they can't use these things because of ABCD. They'll outline the reasons as to why. And then you tell them, you see, you need to protect yourself from HIV, all STIs in general. Protect yourself as much as possible. And it is easier to get the drugs. Someone openly tells it out. if I get sick, HIV is no longer as scary as it used to be those days. So these days I can just go and to any health center and I'll get treatment. But treatment your lifetime. Do you know what it means? This goes especially to the young people, to the youth. Do you know what it means? Or you just sit there and be like, my friend. And by the way, maybe one thing that you need to know is, even when your friend is on drugs, they don't tell you. No, they don't. They'll just keep taking their meds at a particular time when you're not aware. So you are never going to know. You're never going to know. You need to protect yourselves in one or another. Fight for your own life. No one is going to fight for you. And I wish and I actually pray and I kindly ask each and every other person out there, the only way we can help these young people is to keep preaching the gospel. These days I feel, and I don't even feel these days it is no longer talked about. HIV, people don't talk about AIDS, you people. People do not come out in schools and educate young people. When it comes to HIV, they don't. No, it's not like the days they used. Like I said, for us, we used to have a song. However, they, if I see it properly, I can't even remember that song. But they used to tell us how HIV comes in through sex, through cards, through. There were so many things they used to tell us. And every other time, you'd sit and think twice, like, this decision I'm about to take. But the young people these days, And I'm very sure you people also have testimonies. You can testify on this. If you have young people around, try to find out from them. Try having interactions with them. HIV is I think it is actually shooting up, and it's just beginning. It is just going to shoot up. Why? Because our people still believe they just look at it like it's normal, or like it is the malaria. Like, I'll just go to the facility and get treatment, which is not the case. We need to educate our people. But this is not only the young people. And if you, for example, I'm just going to give you a particular example. When you reach out to the schools and you try to interact with them and find out the kind of, I'm just going, like, maybe girls, the kind of men they go out with, these are not their own students that they go to class with. No, because the people they go to class with are not going to give them the money they want. That means the people who are helping in the transmission of this disease are the working class. Someone who is working, who has some money to give to these young girls, who have some money to give to the boys. This is not only a girl's side, even the boys are affected. But what are we doing? We're just going to sit back and wait. I listened to someone talking about it and they're like, and in my mind, it just perturbed me. It just perturbed me because when you are that person that actually reaches the ground and finds out what happens, and then the person comes up and tells you, we are working on this, we're actually trying to combat this, it is working. And then you sit down and you're like, which places have you actually reached out to? Talk about the places or the areas where HIV is rampant, where the cases are many. Have you actually gone down to that area and you find out why? Maybe you have. So what have you done? What have you done? Today today I just don't have any kind words. This is a serious thing and it needs to be worked on, like as soon as yesterday. It just needs to be worked on. Anyway, thank you for being here. Together we can help the young people. Not even the young people, together we can help each other, me and you, because we need to help our own people. Preach the gospel. Tell the people about it. It is HIV. It is not like malaria where you're going to get treatment today and you're safe and you're good. No, this is not malaria. This is HIV. This is a viral infection. It just does not go just help out in one or another. Sensitize and help out. Thank you for tuning in today. We shall be discussing more on the next video that I'll be bringing up. Just stay around with us. Let's keep discussing these issues. There is a lot. It may be in Uganda right now, but I don't think it is just Uganda alone. I think this affects each and every other person. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good day, good evening, a good night, wherever you're watching from.